Nostra Aetate was a document which came out of the Second Vatican Council, and it was a complete transition, a paradigm shift in the way the Catholic Church thought about and taught about the Jewish people. It removed from Catholic teaching the idea that the Jews killed Jesus, the idea that the Jews had been replaced by a new covenant from which they were excluded because they wouldn't accept Jesus. It moved away from any attempt to convert Jews to Catholicism. It established a new and much more respectful relationship between the Catholic Church and the Jewish people. It allowed Jews and Catholics to meet in a non-threatening environment in which there was no suggestion or overtone or undertone that we were being looked down upon as lacking in covenant, lacking in revelation, lacking in truth. And so much warmer relations could be established between Jewish leaders and Catholic leaders and Jewish and Catholic laity and people on the ground. There's a very extensive series of dialogues which take place regularly over the course of the year. For example, I'm seeing the Catholic bishops next week, and that's been a long-standing dialogue and relationship. It means there's very warm personal relationships. I attend the Iftar dinner, which the Catholic Archbishop holds in Sydney every year, and I'm very honoured to be there. I sit at the Archbishop's table. He welcomes me as a colleague. He has spoken at the Great Synagogue to the Council of Christians and Jews in honour and memory of Rabbi Appel, who was a great proponent and activist in interfaith relations. So we have these exchanges. When I gave a lecture at the Great Synagogue for the Centre for History and Philosophy at Notre Dame University, which is a Catholic university, I gave a lecture on Jewish philosophy. The Archbishop attended. So it's not just a case of formal dialogue sessions. There's also great personal warmth and a desire to support each other's activities, which we regard as really very positive. I think the Catholic Church did not know quite how to respond to October the 7th, and they were not deft in some of their responses, and that did cause, I think, a crisis in interfaith work initially after October the 7th, which has now been repaired through hard work on both sides. There was a meeting of the Catholic bishops of the Great Synagogue. I was fairly forthright in the way I said that we had felt let down as a community by our Catholic friends. And I think some people were a little bit shocked, but I felt if we were going to be friends again and colleagues again, co-workers again, then that needed to be fully aired for there to be repair. And the Catholic bishops, I thought, accepted that with great grace. And it did clear the air, and we've moved on since.